myself Santhosh, and currently I'm working as manager in Microsoft, taking training for KSR for the last 5 years.
Okay, so thank you all for joining the session. Just before we get started, I would like you to request few things. Please be on mute. The entire session is going to be recorded, so please be on mute. I understand it's early morning, so try to be in a safe place. So whenever I ask question, please make sure there is no background noise because we're all here for learning something. Let's not disturb it. So the other one is I'll give you some time for asking questions. So please ask only during that time. Just let's have some interactive class. And the other thing which I would also say is let the cameras be off. In case if I want you to see you, definitely I'll ask you. But as of now, let's keep the camera off. Okay. Now let's get started. Let's get started. We are going to learn data analytics. Now, what is this data analytics? There are two different words. One is data and one is analytics, right? Now, this entire course is all about data analytics. Let's try to know what we can do with this data. What we can do with this data. Can data be enough to run your business? Is data enough to generate revenue? We are going to see all this as part of the next few days. We are going to learn only on data analytics. What are the tools we can use? What is the scope of data analytics? And how are we going to achieve this in our business, right? So that is what we are going to do. Just before we get started, let's talk about some of the important points of data, how data is going to be useful, and why have we choose this field, and slowly we'll see what are the other tools that we can use as part of our data analytics, and then we will choose one tool among that is going to be a BI tool, and later we will see how we can use this as part of our need. Okay, now let's talk about one story. Morning 6:30, don't ask me why I'm talking about Swiggy, but this is one of the most widely app in our recent days, correct? You feel like eating something, where is the time to cook? Just go to Swiggy, order it, eat whatever you want, finish it, continue your work, right? Now, this Swiggy is a food-based ordering app where you can order your food and you can get your service immediately, correct? The one thing which we need to understand about Swiggy is nowadays the service has widely improved, right? In the past, there was a lot of issues like there were not proper delivery people and it was not delivered on time, a lot of complaints, and whenever you get the food, it was not going to be hot, a lot of issues you had. But in the recent times, the company has improved and we have a lot of services that has been provided by Swiggy. And for all this, let's consider what is a success. What is the success behind their growth? Swiggy was launched in the year 2014, and 9 years down the line, this is one of the best food ordering app that we all use. Though we have Zomato, but personally, I also like Swiggy. And if you see even the revenue, or even if you see the market share, your Swiggy is more better than Zomato. So the reason for its growth, we have a lot of improvements that has happened, right? The company processed millions of customer orders each month while operating in 500 plus cities and 1,20,000 restaurants on its platform, right? Whenever you want to run a business, the first thing you want to know is what is happening in the current system, what is the drawback, and how we can improve. The problem with Swiggy, why it was not successful in 2017 or 2018, I would say that they did not have a proper data analysis. How many orders has been placed on a daily basis? Okay, if I ask you, right, uh, on an average, how many orders do you take in a day, right? If I ask randomly, let's take a survey. Let's take a survey. If you ask me personally, every Friday I order outside. Every Friday I order outside. I don't want to eat at home. Maybe every Friday afternoon I'll try to explore some good restaurants and I'll taste it, right? This is what I do. So in a month, it is expected that I order 4 to 5 times. Now, same thing, if I ask you people, some of you tell that Sunday afternoon is something which I would prefer to eat outside. And some of you say that even Saturday evening or late night or Saturday early morning, I would like to eat outside. So each one will have their own time where you want to explore the food, correct? Now, if this 80 people, I'm damn sure, 100% sure that everyone would have at least ordered one time in Swiggy, right? Forget about one time. At least in a month, you would have done it. Now, if everyone is ordering, their own food, everyone is from different location, how is Swiggy tracking each and every people orders and how they are fulfilling the request? Well, it all comes to data, right? So how many orders has been placed? How many orders has been placed on, delivered on time? Sometimes your order gets delayed, right? So all this information plays a major role in handling your application. The first question Swiggy will try to answer is how many orders has been placed in the last hour. Of course, that's why I say it. Maybe early morning, we may not order anything, but in general, if you pick out a time, peak time, it could be a dinner time or it could be a lunch time. The first thing your Swiggy checks is what is the number of orders in the last week or a last hour. And compared to last month to this month, is the order has increased or not? That's the second point. And how can you make it better? A lot of times it says that when you refer someone, you get a referral bonus of 50 rupees or 100 rupees. Some cashbacks will be there, correct? Now, all this is really required in order to improve the business, right? Now, please be informed that data plays a major role here in understanding what is happening in the backend. If I simply go and search in the backend, it's very difficult. Now, what I thought is, in order to answer this question, in order to make it better, why can't I come up with a report like this? Why can't I come up with a report like this? Now, this report answers all of your question, like how many orders has been placed, what is the revenue that is getting generated, how is the growth happening, right? When did the last order was placed, and which restaurant is more in demand, which restaurant is highly rated, which city has lot of orders. And I'm not sure if you people have observed it. India Pakistan match, which we had in the first match, which was washed out, a person from Bangalore has ordered around 80 plus or 90 plus biryanis, and they have posted in Twitter. Did anyone notice that? Did anyone notice that? Yes. How did you know this? Data. How did Swiggy know this? Data. Correct. And the other one also, what they do is, maybe I'm ordering today, you are ordering today. What Swiggy does is, December 31st, December 31st, they will calculate how many customers what they have ordered. And there was one customer, again, in Bangalore. The customer is from Bangalore. In the entire year, 365 days, he has ordered 6,375 orders he has made in 1 year. This is again a stat. Swiggy has given this in their own website, and as well as they have openly shown on the Twitter. A customer has ordered 6,000 orders. It's not a small number, right? Just divide by 365. Just divide by 365, right? And that's the number we are focusing. Well, all this is possible by using a tool, and the one which you're seeing on the screen, let me tell you upfront, without writing a single line of code, this report is getting generated. We have not even written a single line of code. We are able to do this report. And with this report, we'll try to manage our business. We'll try to understand how the system is improving and how we can see where is a drop, which city is having a lot of complaints, which city is having a more number of supply and demand. That means there are a lot of people who are ordering, but there are no delivery people. There are no restaurants. Well, that is where your company will improve. That is where your company will be improved. Okay. Now, this is a one use case. Now, let me talk about another use case. Let me talk about another use case. You all people get credit card calls, right? Personal loan, credit calls, everything you get, right? You're also from the same location, right? Your parents are also from the same location. your parents, everyone is staying in the same house. Why only you are getting credit card calls and why not your parents are not getting? See, let me tell you why only you are getting and why not your parents or your kids are not getting, or maybe your school students are not getting. It's all because they know that who is a potential users of credit card, right? If you go and ask a 10-year-old guy, do you want to go and use credit card? He doesn't even know what is credit card, right? He doesn't even know what is credit card. So similarly, when you're marketing a phone, smartphone, you cannot market to elderly people. The people who are like 45 plus, 50 plus, if you go and sell them iPhone 14 or 15, do you think they will buy? Definitely no. And if you go and market this iPhone to people who are like just studying school or college, do you think they can afford it? Definitely no. People who are working professional, people who are like potential users, only those people I need to target. As and then said, if I want to sell some products, which is going to be a retirement plan, pension plan, health insurance, there is no point in calling a school student. There's no point in calling a college student. All in all, what they need is you need to get the right people to buy the right products. And we know that people who are like working professional, who are like 25 to 40, these are the people, potential users who are like going to use my credit card. They are the people who are going to plan for pension, or maybe the elderly people will be looking for some health insurance. All this, if you see, they have something called age group. So depending on age group, we can go and market it, right? Now, let's talk about the other use case. We have a bank, which is an investment bank. This bank is basically selling some of the products, which could be health insurance, pension plans, retirement plans, term insurance, right? So all these are called investment plan. If you have not done this, request you to invest because this is going to be very helpful for you in future. Now, let's talk about these products. I was working for a company where I wanted to sell this product to end users. Okay. So imagine I'm coming from a bank, and the bank which I'm working is, maybe you can call it as a JP Morgan or a Morgan Stanley or whatever bank you call. I want to sell these products. The first thing what I did is I reached out to customers via three ways. Via three ways. What I've done, we do have X and Y Z product. Would you like to purchase it? Directly I will call. Directly I will call them, which is called sales call. Which is called sales call. You call and you ask them, can you buy this product? The same thing is happening for credit card now. Immediately you will get a call. Maybe in the next 3-4 hours, you people will get call, and randomly you will get call saying that, would you like to go for a personal loan or would you like to go for a credit card? Right. That is the one thing. If I open my email, I will be seeing a chunk of emails saying that, do you want personal loan? Do you want credit card? They know that I'm not picking their call, so they start sending an email. And sometimes if everything goes good, if you're opted for loan, they'll come to your house and they'll meet you and they'll discuss about what are the documents they need. Maybe they need PAN card, they need XYZ documents, Aadhaar card. So those informations will be collected. Now, listen carefully. Let's see what is your thinking. None of the marketing strategy worked for us. Working from a bank perspective, I called customers, they are not picking. I try to schedule some Google Meet or a Zoom team, they are not attending. I try to send an email, they are not at all responding. Now tell me, if this was a situation and you were in the receiving end just like me, how you would have reached your clients? 8 billion people on this earth. 4.5 billion of the people who are ranged between 30 to 70. Do you think you go to a house? There was a stage in my life. Okay, I think I keep saying this. There was a stage in my life, and during my school days, college days, whenever they need something, they used to send me out to buy every day morning 6 o'clock. You know what's my work? I need to get milk packet. I need to get newspaper. This was my work in my college time and in my school time. My dad still today, okay, even today, he reads newspaper. And where will I have time to buy? I have arranged a person. Every morning he comes at 6 o'clock. He knocks the door, gives the newspaper. And my dad waits for that. He's still reading newspaper and he still gets the joy of reading newspaper early morning, bed coffee with newspaper. What else you need? And what we people are doing, the first thing once you wake up, you see WhatsApp message, status, Instagram stories. This is what we do. The first 10 minutes when you wake up from your bed, this is what you do. And you people are saying newspaper marketing. Who is reading newspaper nowadays? Right? Ruled out. Next idea.
And social media, Santhosh.
Social media. How many people
Advertisement.
have social media account? See, I'll tell you my experience. I'm not in Facebook. I'm not in Instagram. I'm not in Twitter. I'm nowhere. I exist only as a person. Now tell me, how many people are like this? Do you think all the people are there in Facebook? Definitely not. How do you market? Social media ruled out. Next, I'll give you a hint. You have to market to a people who is above 45, because 45 and 50 are the people's age who are planning for their retirements, pension plans, education plans for their kids. So all this are mainly sold for elderly people. Now, do you think elderly people read newspaper? Yes. But on what extent you can market them? It did not work. Do you think elderly people are using smartphones where you can send your WhatsApp message? No, it did not work. So how do you market to elderly people is a question. This is like a scam. They're like trying to send some message. So maybe we are not going in that direction. My only question is, you want to market. See, for example, I'll tell you
YouTube
my.
classes.
See, I'll give
Yeah,
you a clue.
because I think mouth talk.
Mouth talk. Do you think everyone you can go and talk to them? Each and everyone? Is it possible? See, I'll tell you a clue. Imagine I have to teach data analytics. Do you think I can go and teach to school students? Definitely no. Do you think I can go and teach my parents? Definitely not. Because I know who is a potential students. People who have passed out their graduation, they're looking for an opportunity, they want a job. People who want to get into IT, people who want to explore things. So for those people, I market it. Similarly, the question I'm asking is, I want to market some retirement plans and pension plans. Students is going to be your potential users? Definitely no. Young people are going to be your potential users? Definitely no. And I'm going to target only elderly people. For elderly people, what will work? Newspaper, okay, well and good. But what other than that? Emails, not working. Calls, not working. What can work in order to make your business grow? Now, I'll ask one question to you all. In this year, one or the other people in your family would have got married. Your cousin, cousin sister, cousin brother, or whomever you call. At least one of them would have got married. And imagine that those people are outside your state or city. How many of you honestly tell me got the marriage invitation to your house, or you just got in WhatsApp? Marriage invitation is sent in WhatsApp. Remember this. Very close relative who's outside your city is sending marriage invitation in WhatsApp. There was a stage in my life 10 years back. My cousin's parents used to travel. They used to come to my house. They used to they used to come and land on morning time. They'll be with us the entire day. While leaving, they will give the invitation and go. That was a traditional way of sending a marriage invitation. And today, what is happening? Your people are getting in WhatsApp, right? Forget about people who are not traveling. And sometimes you used to get the post. Right? It feels so good when you get when a postman comes to your house and gives a post. Can you all experience this now? Definitely no. The trend has changed. Well, when I was being deployed into JP Morgan, one of the client where I worked, the same problem that I had. I was not able to reach to elderly people. You know what I did? I tried email, did not work. I tried newspaper, did not work. I tried calls, it did not work. I tried Facebook, it did not work. Did not work. Then I thought of an idea which is called direct mail campaign. Directly, I used to send the product information to their house. Basically like using your postal way of communicating. Why did I choose this? Well, even today, I got to know that 67% of my clients are aged above 55. When they're 55 plus, can I expect them to go and open their WhatsApp or a Facebook? Definitely no. But those are the people who are aware of this post. Even today, if you get some post, you'll be very excited, right? If someone is sending you an invitation today, if someone is sending you some post, how good it feels rather than someone who's sending in a WhatsApp. Personally, I'll tell you, two friends, two friends outside Bangalore. I'm from Bangalore. So two people personally, they sent me invitation outside Bangalore. Both are my close friends. One person just sent in a WhatsApp, I'm waiting for your presence. He sent me WhatsApp. Another person who took my address and he has actually posted the invitation. Honestly, I'm telling, personally, I'm saying, I felt I need to attend the person who has sent me post because he has valued me, he has spent his time, he has got the invitation posted, enveloped, and he has went to the post office and he has dropped the invitation. Means then see how much of importance he is giving to me rather than just picking out a WhatsApp message. I personally thought, let me go there. Let's put a 10 years back rewind. Let's go back 10 years back. This is one of the best way of communicating when you did not have any phones or smartphones 15 years back, right? 15 years back, only very few people had smartphones or even a normal phone. Your letters played a major role, inland letters. You ask your parents will tell a lot of stories on these letters. And that's where I thought these are all the old generation people. When I say 55 plus, they're almost equal to my parents' age. So let's go back to their trend. Why are we talking about this technology, this trend, like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram? Why don't we go back? Well, when I go back, I try to figure out what they used. And that's why I came up with a solution which is called direct mail. It's not email, it's mail. There is a difference between email and mail. There is a difference between email and mail. Email is something which you're sending in the Gmail, but this is sending a post. I thought 54% of my users don't use smartphones. Then why are they going to send an WhatsApp message or email? Not working. Then I chose something called postal email. Now I started sending some post with a greeting, with a chocolate placed, with a pen, with a calendar, or with a diary. I used to send them post. Even today, I'm proudly to say this, I have been taking one LIC policy. Every year, start of the year, they send me one calendar and they send me one diary. They do this. That's how they're keeping their customers happy. Well, I choose this way of communicating and I was really successful. Okay, this is a case study too. Now you got a fair idea. How are you thinking, right? I'll ask another question, and this one I want you to think and tell me how you can do marketing. Has everyone tasted this? Imagine you have to start your own business now where you have to sell a new beverage. Tell me what you will do. You want to reach out to a people. How do you reach? What type of advertisements? Very simple. You want to start a new business with the cool drinks. You want to be a Coca-Cola company, or you want to be a Pepsi company, or you want to be a Mirinda company. First time you're launching your product in the market, how do you gain the trust from the normal customers? Very good. Very good. You need to give it for free. If you give it for free, do you think it's going to improve your business? See, whatever you're saying, it will work if it's an already known company. For example, I'm very tired. I want to drink something. It's very hot in Bangalore. I want to drink something. The first thing which I'll choose is Mirinda. The second thing I'll choose is 7-Up. Maybe the third thing I'll choose is either Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Fourth thing, if there's any new beverage, I don't even give a try because I don't want to risk myself. This companies, maybe I know. See, of course, every beverage is bad to health, but at least to keep me cool, I'll pick out a known beverage rather than taking a very new product. The question is, you're starting your own company and none of them is working. You're giving offer, it's not working. You're giving discount, it's not working. You're giving complimentary, it's not working. Then how do you improve your business? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Please listen carefully. I appreciate all your ideas. Giving a 1+1 offer, discounts, cashbacks. You take pizza, we'll give you a complimentary drink. Everything is fine, 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 fine. Let me tell you one story. Let me tell you one story. The same problem we had for one of the product. Have you all heard about this? We have a company called Red Bull, which just like your Mirinda or a Pepsi, they have launched an energy drink. I'll tell you open story about Red Bull. They gave it for free. No one bought, no one purchased it. None of the customers took risk. They gave it for free, it did not work. They gave it for less price, did not work. They gave it for discount, did not work.
Brand creation.
They did it everything. It did not work because no one is trusting the product. The CEO of the company, you know what they did? They tried all the marketing strategies. It did not work, did not work, did not work. This is called reverse strategy. You know what they did? When no one is taking a risk of buying a Red Bull in the initial time, start of the launch, when the company started, no one purchased it, right? See, similarly, I'll also tell you, when we started KSR back in 2017, it was very hard to get even two students. It was very hard to get two students because that is where we started our company. When you start a company, it is very, very, very hard to gain the trust of the customers. The same challenge which Red Bull had, it was the launched first time in the market. It did not have power to go and rule the market. It tried everything. They tried everything, everything, everything. It did not work. On the road, listen carefully, on the road, they started serving customers for free of cost. They'll just walk away and they'll just like giving a pamphlets, right? Whenever you walk on the road, some guys will give you some papers, pamphlets. Just like giving pamphlets, this Red Bull people started giving their tins. This is called tin, a 250 ml tin or 220 ml tin. They started giving tins. It did not work. There comes the data analyst who gave an idea for these people. Hey, why are you doing all this? Let me give you an idea. Let me give you an idea. What this Red Bull company did is they started throwing the crunched tins all over the roads. Trust me, the one which I'm saying is a truth. They started crunching the bottles, the tins, and started throwing in dustbins all over the street. When customers came to drop their dustbin, they'll see, what is this? Wherever I feel there are some tins. Oh, people are drinking. I only don't know. You gave it for free, people did not use it. You gave it for free, people did not use it. When you started throwing the tins on the dustbin, so people started thinking that, oh, what is this? I've seen a lot of tins. That means many of them are drinking it. Let me give a try. That's how the company made their impact. This is how the company started. They try to give offer, no one bothered to take. They try to give it for discount, no one bothered to take. On the road, they started giving for free, no one showed an interest. They started thinking reverse. I need to play with the human mindset. When something has been thrown on dustbin, the crunched tins, you'll also feel it. What is this? Many people have, seems like many people have drank this and they have used this. What is this? Let me give a try. And the company took a risk because they have to empty all the tins. It's a waste of money. Whatever they have manufactured, whatever their production, everything is good, but they have to empty that and then they have to go and put it in the dustbin. It's a loss for them. Comparatively, this idea is really good because when you give it for free, no one even bothered to take it. When you started thinking about a reverse way, where you throw into the dustbin, so what you feel when you go and see this product, oh, what is this? Dustbin is full of these tins. What exactly is that? You pick out one tin and see what exactly is this. And that's the strategy your Red Bull ad used it. And today, we all know that this is one of the best ever energy drink that you can have it. The company had a lot of struggle in the beginning, but today they use a reverse strategy and they were able to achieve it. Now, I may be telling stories, case study 1, case study 2, case study 3. Well, all this, you know how it is happening. End of the day, every business objective is to make revenue. If you ask me what is a KSR's objective, to generate revenue. If you ask what is a Google CEO's objective, making revenue. If you ask Amazon CEO, making revenue. Every company's only one ever goal is making revenue. Whatever you do, I'm least bothered. I want revenue. Well, this is a marketing strategies that we were able to bring. Swiggy, I was able to do analysis. Investment banking, I know whom to target. I started using my brain. I started giving them ideas, and that really worked. How did I get to know that? How did I get to know that? I was able to do this analysis. I got to know that all my customers are old people. Why can't I send them post? And I wanted to market one of the new product. No one is buying. Let me pretend that people have purchased that. That is a strategy I brought into it. I emptied all the tins and I dropped on the streets, floors, dustbins. Here you go. The company comes into a very, very good strategies. And the next few days, people started buying it. Hey, what is this? Many people have used, I guess. Let me try. Not even a single customer have purchased it, but these people pretended that the people have purchased it, and that's how they played with the human brain. All the three stories, you know what is a root? Data, 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 thinking, thinking, thinking. Data plus thinking, I call it as data analytics. You understand the data, you see how the data is behaving, you see why the business is not growing, and here you go, share your ideas, share your suggestions, share your thoughts. Well, we are into the subject, data analytics. You analyze the data and you tell them what is the problem. You tell that no one is buying Red Bull, no one is buying this, no one is buying from this country, no one is buying from that country, X, 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 Y, 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 Z, Z, Z. And here you go, you provide the ideas. Well, that is all you can do with the data analytics. If you ask me, I would say data analytics, data, I would say thinking. I would say data thinking. That's what we call now as data analytics, right? So we have seen an example of Swiggy. We have seen an example of an investment banking, and we have seen an example of a beverage company. One last use case I'll tell you. KSR is hiring a trainer. KSR is hiring a trainer. Carefully listen to this example. If you understand this example, my job for today is done, making you understand how important is data analysis. KSR is hiring a trainer. Okay. A new trainer is hired for KSR. We can see that students' performance have changed. Obviously, any teacher or any mentor's main objective is to improve the performance. So similarly, we also hired a new trainer in KSR, and you can see that the performance of the students have gradually improved. John, initially he was like some X% of performance. Now he is like performing X plus 15% of performance. So John has performed well, Tom has performed well, Julie has performed well, Carol has performed well. So like this, if I keep on managing this 6 to 7 students, I can see that the performance has gradually increased of all the students after a new trainer. So imagine if today I am taking a training, and in my batch, let's assume that 80 people get offer, 80 people get job. Maybe I would have been crowned as okay, good trainer. If any other trainer who is able to give you more percentage, obviously that trainer will be renowned as the best trainer, right? It's all about getting the best out of the students. Now a new trainer has come, and it is very formal thing that I can say is everyone, I can see some growth. Now, let's observe carefully, okay? Let's observe carefully. I wanted to check if this KSR trainer is good or not. You know what I did? I started checking the average performance. I started checking the average performance. 15%, 11%, 6%, 6%, 12%, 5 out of 6 people have really performed well, except one guy. I took an average. divide by 6 people, and the trainer's performance has went down by -1%. Straightforward analysis. I want to calculate what is the average performance that the trainer is giving to KSR. I took out all the students' result. I took an average. When I take an average, the performance went down. Can I say that the trainer is not effective? I wanted to get the performance of a trainer, but 5 out of 6 students have performed well. But still, why am I getting negative performance for my trainer is a question. He is also part of the trainer only, right? He's also got trained with that trainer only. I have to consider him. How can I ignore him? This guy is also got trained by the same trainer, right? How can I ignore him? To answer your question, this is a improvement from the other, like previously only. Previously he was giving 80%. Now he is giving 95%. That's this number. Previously he was giving 70%. Now he is giving 81%. So this is a growth only. So this means compared to previous, he has dropped. That's what this performance is. Compared to previous trainers, he has got plus 15%, plus 11%. This is the analysis that we are making. Median. See, question is very simple. Why this is not correct? Why the trainer is not effective? Okay, let's see the performance by excluding that person. By excluding that Sam, who was giving a -56%, I did not consider him. Well, with the small exclusion of a data point, see the results. The trainer has given 10% of average performance of each and every student by just excluding that one student. Now you may ask me a question, is it right way to exclude the student? Well, one thing I can say is 5 out of 6 people are performing well. If one student is not performing on that day, specific day on the performance, maybe he's not well. He was also being trained, but we don't know. Maybe he's not well. He was occupied with the personal issues. And that is the time where he did not perform. And this is not the trainer's fault. This is not the trainer's fault, right? This is not the trainer's fault. We need to observe the data and we need to analyze for making decision. Directly, blindly, don't go and say the trainer is useless. Just because he's giving a -1% of growth, don't go and tell them the trainer is useless. Go observe each and every data point, figure out what is happening, and then come with the evidence. Always please remember, evidence and proof is the key. Never ever go and assume when you are working for a data analysis. Never go assume things. I assume something may happen tomorrow. I assume, throw this word assume from your dictionary. No more assumptions going forward in data analysis. Well, all you need to do is evidence, proof. Only with that, you're going to work with me along the entire course. No more assumptions. We'll prove it. Why the trainer was not performing, why Sam was not performing. We'll try to figure out. Maybe he was not well that day, or maybe he did not perform. He wantedly gave up. We need to find out. Just because of one person, never ever come to a bad conclusion. Bad decisions can rule your business, can ruin your business. Think multiple times before coming into solution. How many of you are from farmer family here? Like your grandparents, parents are like farming, they do agriculture. Okay, very proud to say that even I am coming from the same family. My parents, grandparents, everyone used to focus more on agriculture and farming. If you're sitting in front of a farmer, I keep saying this in all of my sessions. If you have listened again, please bear with it. I keep saying this. You sit in front of a farmer, you have a lunch or dinner with them. One single grain of rice you wasted on your plate. What will be their reaction? What will be their response? You just waste one single rice on your plate while having food. What will be the response? What will they tell you? By chance, if you raise one single rice, what will be the reaction?
I think he
will
just
shout at
said
us.
like you don't know the
Very good.
value.
He will shout at us. He will shout at us, correct? He will start shouting, this one grain of rice, do you know how much I struggled? How much farmers struggled? Do you know that? You'll start questioning it, right? I also had a bad experience, okay? Every summer, I used to go to my grandparents' house, and in grandparents, it's a village, right? So obviously you will have a lot of friends there. And I had one girlfriend there. Okay, I had one girlfriend in my native. One time, coming from a Bangalore, I should get some gift, right? What I did, I got her a rice keychain where we can write their name in the rice and they can put it in this chain. Okay. I'm from 90 kids, so I know better all this. Usually whenever we are close to someone, we gift them with a keychain. Now, where is this trend? Everyone is just gifting chocolates and all. But when I was young, I used to gift my friends keychain. Do you all know this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
They will write very small rice and they will gift it, right? And imagine, this is a life scenario which I'm saying. It happened. I gifted this to my one of my friend in my native. My grandparents or my grandmother got to know this. The way I was screwed, they started saying, "You didn't even gift any other gift. Why are you wasting one rice? Do you know the value of one rice?" They give importance to a single rice. I look it as a keychain. Personally, if you ask me, I look it as a keychain because I'm from city. Okay, I'm having food. Maybe even today, one or two grains of rice I waste it on my plate. But they know the value of this. For me, it's a keychain. For them, it's a rice. Well, you know what I'm trying to tell this. For me, being a data analyst, one single data point is also important. I cannot ignore him. He was also being part of the same trainer. He was also being part of the same course. Maybe something did not work. I have to find the root cause. I cannot exclude him. Though I excluded, my trainer performance is doing good. But just like a single rice grain is important for a farmer, well, I can proudly say every single data point is important to us. We are all data analysts going forward. Never ever come to an assumption. Always find root cause. Always go and have the evidence. With that, I have given you a very fair introduction about our data analytics. We will stop here. We'll continue in the next class. We have discussed about data importance, and we have talked about how data is going to be very crucial for us. Every single data point is going to be important. With that, we'll start figuring it out. What are the technologies which comes under this in this course? What are the things we are going to learn? And how are we going to take forward in our course? All this we will discuss in the next class.